Okay. All right. Yeah. So we went to. I mean, you need to go to this particular website. Okay. This link. Okay. And on the top you have a link to download the VMware player. Okay. This is the one, and you can click on this CentOS. I mean, this is a quick jump. So for the CentOS, you have many versions, I mean, available. Okay, so I downloaded 5.8. Okay, using the web download. Okay, so I mean, either you can use the torrent or web download to download the file. Okay, so I downloaded 32-bit. Okay, better now, for now you use the 32-bit version. Okay, so here I actually downloaded my files. So I already installed the VMware player. I mean, this is the default. I mean, next. I mean, just pressing next. So that gets installed. Okay, so on the server CentOS 5.8. Okay, so if you open the zip file, okay, you have these files. Okay, so let me extract this. Okay, open it. Okay, this is the folder. So extract to. So I'm extracting to the C drive. Okay, directly I'm extracting to the C drive. Press OK. You can extract anywhere for that matter. This is a small image. Okay, small footage I would say. Okay, which will not occupy much space on the hard disk. Okay, I guess it extracted. Go to C drive. Here I have here I have the files. Okay, so just try to open this readme file. Okay, so it says, I mean, what this contains. Okay, so this VMware is downloaded from this, and the root password is thought police. Okay, we can change this. Okay, so I'm starting. So there is a file with the VMX. Okay, so the virtual machine configuration file. Okay, try to open this VMX file. Okay, so it automatically open up with your VMware player. Okay, so let me resize. Able to see the screen? Yeah, here I can say copied it. Okay, okay, remind me later. I mean, just press OK. Are you able to see my screen? I mean, okay, okay. So it is starting the VMware now. So the release 5.8 final. So it is starting the services one after another. Okay, so I mean this is the first time we are when booting the machine, so it asks for a few things. Okay, so just select. See, I mean, by default you cannot type anything inside. So first you need to, I mean, click on this window. Okay, but I mean your mouse will work only in this particular screen. I mean it will not release this your mouse. So to release your mouse, just press Control and Alt at same time. Okay, so then now see, I got my mouse. I mean mouse, I mean to go to I mean different window. But once you press your mouse on this particular screen, okay, so I guess I pressed OK. That's fine. Okay, so once you I mean your mouse entered into the your screen, so it will not allow you to click on any other window. So I can't move beyond this particular window. Okay, so if you press Control and Alt at same time, okay, then it will release our mouse to move, I mean move around other screens. Okay, so this will give one warning here, so ask to, I mean, remind me later. Okay, so by default you this particular VM image starts in a command prompt. Okay, not in GUI. Okay, so let's log in. Okay, so with the root I'm logging in. Okay, so as it said in a readme file, so the root password is a thought police. Okay, so I may not remember this particular password. Okay, so I want to change the password first. Okay, whatever I'm going to do, so first I want to I mean set the password and then do I want to do whatever I want. Okay, so just type the password. Okay, passwd, this is a command to change your password. Okay, so it is asking for the new password. Let me give my name. So in middle it will gives this the bad password. It is based on a dictionary word. I mean it's okay. So it asks for retyping. So at the end it said, okay, all authentication tokens are updated successfully, meaning your password has changed. Okay, so keep that in mind. I mean you um, should not I mean forget your password. Okay, if you forget what I mean, uh, see, I mean this is a folder where you actually extracted, right? Okay, shut down this machine, delete all the files in this particular folder, and then extract again. So whatever the zip file you downloaded, okay, so it again starts from the scratch. Okay, so that is, I mean that is a, I mean easiest way, or I mean the VMware is actually, I mean it's like a plug and play operating system. So download and you can start using without installing, I mean without installing anything from the scratch. So it is a ready-made image you can, where you can directly use. Okay, so this is the one. Now I mean I have very small screen here. Okay, so if I have big output, I may not able to see here. Okay, so I want to connect from, I mean if you, but there is a, this is a Linux machine. Okay, which is running on your Windows machine. Now I want, if you have, I mean think that this machine is on a remote. Okay, so I want to connect from my Windows machine. So how you need to do? So you need to connect via putty. So there is I mean you can download this. Again, this is a free tool. Okay, so this is a, again, command line when client. Okay, so you may not open, you may not able to open GUI windows from the putty. Okay, for us it's okay. I mean having this putty. Okay, so now I want to, if I want to connect via putty, so first you need to have either IP address or host name of your Linux machine. Okay, so how to see your IP address of your Linux machine, or your Unix machine? Okay, so there is a command called ifconfig. Okay, so this command will show you the the IP address of your machine. Okay, so this is the output I got. Okay, so you have two 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 IP address. So one is the Ethernet ETH0, another is the local host. Okay, so local host is always, you'll have always have 127.0.0.01. Okay, so this is to access your machine from the local, that particular machine itself. Okay, but otherwise if you want to connect from the outside, okay, so you have to refer this particular IP address. Okay, so by default, the VMware will create a virtual network in your system. Okay, though you are connected to the network or not. Okay, I'm not connected to any network other than the internet. Okay, so here I can still connect to this particular IP address, though I don't have any internet or network, because okay, because the VMware will create a LAN kind of thing on your machine. Okay, so but otherwise, yeah, if you want to connect to a Unix machine or a Linux machine, which is in a remote, okay, either you need to have IP address or host name of this machine. So let me connect via this particular IP address. Okay, so 128.168.119.128. So this will give a warning, say yes. Okay, root. So I changed my password, so let me give my name. Okay, I logged in. So now I have a big screen where I can view the output, bigger output here. Okay, rather than on this particular small screen. Okay, so here again, whatever the same terminal you get, so whatever you can do on a machine directly, so same commands you can will work here. Okay, see, I'm getting a uh, command prompt, but I want a GUI. I don't want to, I want to see even the desktop. Okay, so by default this machine is not having, is not installed with the GUI components. Okay, by default it comes with a normal desktop. Okay, so for that, you need to install the X Windows. We call as the X Windows. Okay, so you need to install X Windows as well as Genome Desktop related packages. Okay, just one command you need to run. Okay, so uh, group list, just run this command. uh, So M is a package which will allow you to install any package on the uh, Linux machine. Okay, so why M? There is another, actually the basic command to install any package is the RPM. Okay, RPM is Red Hat Package Manager. RPM means, okay, so RPM command will allow you to install any package. But the disadvantage of the RPM is, now I want to install a package, okay, which is depending on other package. Okay, maybe I'm trying to install ABC package, which is depending on PQR. So depending means, the PQR must be already installed on your machine before you install ABC package. Okay, so first I need to so when if I don't have a PQR package on your machine, okay, if I'm trying to install ABC, so it will say that, okay, you need this particular package. So first you need to install PQR package, and then, so until unless you try to install ABC package, you don't know what are the dependent packages of your ABC. Okay, so so that is a disadvantage, with your ARPM. But M, what it will do is it automatically fetch all the packages, dependent packages. Now when I'm trying to install install something, so it automatically resolve what are the dependent packages. It automatically install all the dependent packages. Maybe PQR is depending on some other package, so it will resolve all those things and it will install all the required package and also whatever you asked for ABC. So it will install even that as well. Okay, so just do m group list. Okay, I'll explain little more in a coming session, okay, about m. Okay, but for now, my intention here is to get the GUI on this particular window. Okay, so here we are seeing only the command prompt, but I want to have the GUI window. So for that I'm installing some packages to get that. Okay, so here it is said there are some available groups. Okay, this is the output. Okay, so from this I need to install two groups to get your GUI. Okay, m group install is the same word. Okay, so I'm putting in a quotes because these groups will have some space in between. Okay, so the first group is to install is a X Windows system. So this is the one group. Okay, space again, other one, genome desktop environment. Okay, so uh, these two I want to install. Okay, so X Windows system and genome desktop environment. So m group install this. So it will connect to the internet. Okay, and it will try to get those files. See, it is doing many things. It is processing all dependency, processing dependency. So to install this, so what are the dependents? So to install other package, you have what are the packages to be installed before. So and it will resolve. Okay, so it will go recursively, and then get all the packages to install required packages. Okay, so it is going to install 255 packages automatically. Okay, with the size of 238 MB. Yeah, genome in all caps. Yes. Okay. Let me. I'll ping that particular command now. Okay, but yeah, just press UI. Okay, so this will, what this will do is it will download all these packages now from the internet and try to install on your machine. Okay, so this will take some time because it need to download this much of uh, data from the internet. So it is going to download 255 new packages and it is going to update 12 packages, which are already installed on your machine. So there are some, I guess there are some new versions available which which are already installed on your machine. So even that is upgrading about those 12 packages. So this takes some time. Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Sorry. Okay, I actually I mean connected from other party. Can you hear me now? Okay, right. So I was on a mute. All right. So I connected from other putty. Okay. So from I mean another putty, it is I mean installing all those packages. So I connected from other. So this one I mean whenever you have any machine, okay, so you are trying to know what is the hard disk space, what is the RAM, and what is the network and all. So you want to I mean you have to know all those information, right? So for that, I mean I want to know how much hard disk actually install on this particular machine. Okay, so to know that, I mean just run fdisk-l command. Okay, this is a command you need to run. Okay, so here it is showing the disk SDA. Okay, the size is the 24 or 21 gig or 22 gig. Okay, so this is size it has, and it has these many partitions in this particular hard disk. Okay, if you have two hard disk, okay, so you would have get other output same way below this particular output. Okay, saying disk dev slash sd b. This I mean you get I mean instead of a you get b. Okay, so then the size of hard disk and the partitions information. Okay, so in this particular SDA hard disk, okay, in the SDA hard disk you have partition 1 and a partition 2. So if you have other partition, you would have got SD3, so something like that you get. Okay, so now, okay, this I mean you have these two partitions. Okay, I want to see where those partitions are mounted. Okay, so just run the df command. Okay, so the first partition is actually mounted for boot. Okay, so I will tell you what that is. Okay, then this particular Linux LVM. Okay, this is logical volume group. Okay, so that one is actually mounted on your root. Okay, not think I mean don't think much about this now. Okay, because I need to explain many things regarding this. Okay, so your root I mean slash is actually mounted with a 18 gig. Okay, the boot has 99 MB. So I'll explain a little more about the file system tomorrow. Okay, but I mean for now, I mean you have to use just two commands. One is the fdisk-l to see the hard disk information, df-h to see the partition information. Okay, now, okay, I want to see what is the RAM size and all. Okay, just run free command. Okay, free -m, so that it will show the megabytes. Okay, so I have 1000 megabyte meaning 1 gig RAM it has. Okay, and till now it used 354 MB. I mean this is still I have the free space on my RAM. Okay, uh, then I mean the swap space, it will even show swap space. Okay, swap I mean swap meaning I mean in Windows you have virtual machine, virtual memory. Okay, so if now I have only 1 gig RAM, but if I want to run a program which is going to occupy about 1.5 gig RAM, okay, what happened, it will still run the program, that particular program, because how it will manage is, so one gig it will take from the RAM. Okay, so other 500 MB it takes from the swap. So a swap is nothing but it is a space on the hard disk itself. Okay, hard on the hard disk itself. Okay, so what it will do is the content of the RAM, it will put it onto the hard disk and it will try to manage the RAM space. So that's how it will manage using the swap. Okay, it will still run a program which is going to occupy more than the RAM space using your swap. Okay, so the time it start using swap, meaning you are degrading your machine, because the speed of the RAM is very higher than the uh, and your hard disk. Okay, so when it tried when it started using the start using your hard disk, meaning the performance of your machine will go down because of the speed of the hard disk. Okay, so I mean just make sure that it is using very less space of your swap. Okay, as of now it is 0 because still my RAM is not utilized completely. Okay, so once this is full, then only it will start using this particular swap space. Okay, so use free command, okay, to see what is your RAM size, how much it is occupied and all. Okay, so to see the network, yeah, okay, so run the if config command. Okay, if you have multiple Ethernet cards, you have ETH0 here now, so that is one. If you have multiple Ethernet cards, you have ETH1, ETH2, ETH3 like that. Okay, so for each Ethernet card, you're going to have one IP address like this. Okay, so let's see on other screen. It is still downloading those. Okay, let it download. Okay, so this is one, and you can run the top command, top. Okay, so this is just like your task manager in your Windows machine. Okay, so it will show what are the processes running on your machine, and it will even show what is the CPU utilization of each process. Okay, so this will this is a list of process running on your machine. Okay, but it is sorted with the order of the CPU utilization. Okay, so whichever the process is occupies more CPU space, that will come on top. Now my M command is actually running in the background, so that is occupying most of your CPU. 4% is nothing, but still, okay, so this is the top user of your CPU. Okay, so whenever you're observing your machine is slow, something like that, okay, so run the top command and see first 4 to 5 process, because why we need to see only the top 5, because the top usage processes will come on the top. Okay, this started with the your CPU utilization. Okay, so you have to see even this res resident. Okay, so this will show how much RAM it occupied on your machine, by this particular process. Okay, M is occupied about 35 MB RAM space. Okay, so that is one. Okay, so here it will show how much CPU, complete total utilization of your CPU. Okay, so this is again a memory, so how much total you have, 1 gig, how much it is occupied, uh, 464 MB. Okay, this is still free, and again it will show swap space, it has a 2 gig and nothing is occupied, completely it is free. Okay, there are few other, you may not it may not require at this minute. Okay, so here just press key, so for every 3 seconds, this is going to refresh your screen. Okay, just press one um, uh, um, press 1. Okay, so see here, you're getting CPU 0. Okay, if I press 1 again, so here this is the default screen. Okay, you would have seen different output if you have multiple CPUs in your machine. I have only one CPU, so that is why it is showing CPU 0. If you have CPU 1, 2, 3, there are 4 CPUs, so you might have seen CPU 1, CPU 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for each CPU how much hard disk, so sorry, how much utilization and all. So for each CPU you might have seen this particular line till here. So this is the line you might have seen for each CPU. Okay, if you press 1 again, so it will combine all those 4 or 5 CPUs, okay, into one line. Okay, because my laptop we have only one core, so that is why it is showing this kind of output. But otherwise, on the server side, you'll have multiple cores like 4 core, 8 core, even some will have 24 cores, something like that, 16, 12, 16 and 24 something. Okay, so that time you'll see if you have 24 cores, okay, it will show 24 lines, 0 to 23. Okay, so that way you can see how many CPUs are installed on your machine. Okay, just press 1, digit 1. Okay, so that way it will show everything. Okay, so in top command you have to see the uh, top 5 process. Okay, this is your process ID in the even in the Windows. I mean in the latest versions of Windows, it will I mean you can identify each process with a number, so that is called process ID. Okay, so we'll talk more about the process ID in the coming session. Okay, so this is a process ID, this column is a CPU utilization, and this column is a RAM, how much RAM it occupied on this to run this particular command. Okay, the M is still downloading. There are 3 to 4 to be downloaded. So here you can show, see, I mean how many total, so how many are done. So total 267 packages, but it is downloading 264th package. Okay, so this is about the few commands which you need to run as soon as a machine is assigned for you. Okay, now, okay, there are few commands. Let's see. I mean the ls command, list command. Okay, so ls command will show the files and folder names on that particular in this particular directory. Okay, as soon as you log in into this particular machine, you will be placed into your home folder. For each user, you're going to have one home folder. So for the I mean just run the pwd present working directory. Okay, so the /root is the home directory for your root user. But if you create any other user, okay, like abc user, okay, so there is a I mean folder called home. Okay, so in that it is going to create the home directory for your user. Yeah, the shell commands are same for all the I mean for all kind of shells. Okay, it is still downloading. Yeah, I already started recording the session. I mean this is there. Okay, the question is, if there are multiple Ethernet cards, how to identify uh, which IP to connect? Yeah, the good question. See, why you are having multiple IP cards? So that is a question. I mean, we need to get. Okay, so if you want to connect your machine to multiple networks, okay, I have 2 3 networks. Okay, so one will connect to the all server I mean servers. Okay, so where I mean you have separate network. Okay, so another I suppose I have two networks. So one will connect to the server network, and another is I mean normal I mean working I mean network. Okay, So now if your laptop is connected to no, laptop is connected to normal work group network. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to identify, which Ethernet card is actually connected to the work group. Okay, then you need to connect to that particular IP address. It depends on the network you connected to. Okay, your laptop is connected to the server network. Okay, then you need to identify on your machine. Okay, so which IP or which Ethernet card is belongs to the server network group. So that way you have to identify. You need to understand the physical structure of your network, and then you should be able to connect. Okay, so here it is asking to install the key. Okay, just press Y. So now till now it downloaded all the packages required. Now it is installing those packages. So the ls command to see what are the files and folders on this particular directory. So the root folder has these files. Okay, so just run ls-a command. -a command. So a command will show even the hidden file folders. Okay, so in Windows, you right click a folder and make a hidden, so it will not show in the normal directory, right? Okay, but in the Linux, whatever the file starts with a dot, whether it is a file or folder, okay, whichever starts with a dot, so that will be the hidden file. Okay, so you can start any file or folder name with a dot, so that will become a hidden file. That is in the Linux. So in the normal ls command, it will shown only these three files. But when I say -a along with your normal files, okay, it is even showing the hidden files. So these are the hidden files or folders from in this particular directory. Okay, so let me run ls-l. Okay, so l command will list the details of uh, that particular file. Okay, so this is the file name, and this is the date and timestamp of last modified date time of this particular file. Okay, this is your size. Okay, size of this particular file. Okay, then who is the owner, who is the group. Okay, I mean group of this particular file, and these are the permissions. Okay, so this will actually prints the this are actually having 10 characters. Okay, the first character will show whether it is a file, folder, or a shortcut to other folder. Okay, if it is a file, so you will see the hyphen. Okay, if it is a folder, it will print this as a D. Okay, let me go back. Okay, now I am in come on. Okay, now I'm in a, now if you see the pwd folder, so I'm in a slash. It is a root uh, file system. Okay, now let me run the ls-l. Okay, see the first character, it is showing as a D. So D nothing but it is a, this is a directory. Okay, if you have hyphen, okay, it is a file. So if you have L means link. Okay, so if it is L, nothing but that is a shortcut. Okay, so you will see three kind of characters, okay, in this set. Okay, so the first thing is a D means a directory. Okay, hyphen means a file. Okay, L means a link. Okay, then so as I said, this total contains 10 characters. The first character will tell you whether it is a file, folder, or a link. The next 9 characters will give you the permission set. Okay, so the first three belongs to the owner, the next three belongs to group, the last three belongs to the others. Okay, so owner can read and write, so the read, write and execute. Okay, these three. So owner can read and write, but he may not able to execute it. Okay, so the group members doesn't have any permission, so he cannot read, he cannot write, and also he cannot execute, and same with the other user as well. Okay, if you take this set, okay, so owner can read and write. Okay, the other group, I mean the group members, can read, just read. Okay, even others users also just can read this file. Okay, okay, now I mean how it will identify. Okay, so if I log in as a ABC user, okay, so how it will apply is, so first it will check whether the logged in user is same as owner or not. If I logged in as a ABC, yeah, I'm not the ABC, I mean I'm not the root, so so I'm not the owner. Okay, so then it will check whether this ABC user is part of root group or not. So group, I mean root is a group in a Linux. Okay, so it will check, okay, whether I'm ABC is part of this particular root group or not. If it is yes, then it will try to apply these particular permission set. Okay, if not, I'm not the part of this particular group, then it will try to apply last three permission set. Okay, if you see here down, okay, see I mean take this. Okay, so the root, you, I mean for the owner you have read, write, executable. Okay, so group member has read and executable permission, but other user doesn't have any permission, meaning if you I mean log in as a other user which is not belongs to this particular group root. Okay, so it will not allow you to enter into this particular folder. Okay, so ls-l will show the more details. Okay, so let us see here. Yeah, so it is done. Okay, so it is installed all the packages. Okay, so now I mean now I want to reboot this machine in the GUI. Okay, so actually this has a command line. Okay, now I want to reboot this machine in the GUI. Okay, so there is a file which will actually, I mean actually control whether it need to start in a GUI or a command prompt and all. So that is, which is init tab file, init tab. So this is the file which will control the startup. Okay, so here you can see 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so I mean in general, if you want to start oh sorry, if you want to start the file in a command prompt, so this one you need to keep as a 3. Okay, otherwise if you want to start in a GUI, so make it 5. Okay, so 5 is a x11, so which is GUI. Okay, 3 means full multi-user mode, but it is in a command mode. Okay, so I'm just saving this. Okay, I need to reboot this. So before reboot, I want to come out of this command prompt. Okay, let's exit. Now I'm typing a reboot command to reboot this. Okay, so this is a command to reboot your machine. Okay, let's see. So it is rebooting your machine. So /etc/init tab. Okay, so that file has the, I mean that file actually controls whether to start your machine in a command mode or a GUI mode. So if you keep 3 there, so it will start in command mode, but otherwise it starts in a GUI mode. I mean 5. I kept the 5 to start in a GUI. Okay, let's see how it starts now. Let me put this in a full screen. I don't know whether you're able to see the full screen or not. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. Okay, so that time we cancelled the boot of, right? So again it is asking for those. Okay, just press forward. Okay, I want to disable the firewall. Okay, in general it will enable, but for us I'm disabling the firewall. Okay, yes. Okay, even secure Linux, so this is another one, so you can disable it. Okay, forward. Okay, I want to disable this. Okay, if you want to set any, I mean time and all, just press okay, forward. I don't want to create any account, so press continue. Okay, this is sound setting, finish. So it will ask you to reboot. Okay, let it reboot. Okay, this is only one time it lasts. Okay, last time we actually cancelled this, so that is why it is asking again. So once you did this, I mean once you finish this particular process, from the next boot onwards it will not ask those questions. Okay, let's let it reboot. What is a there is a question, what is T permission? uh, I'll explain. I mean there are multiple other sets. This is a special permission. Okay, I'll explain that in a coming session, because we need to check, we need to see what are the kind of permissions and all. Okay, so let this boot. So now you got the screen on a, I mean login screen on GUI. Okay, so let me give root user, root my name. So now you have the GUI desktop. Okay, so these are the menus, sorry, start menus or whatever you can say. Okay, now if you want to open any terminal, just right click on the open the terminal. Yeah, this is a alert you get in general. Okay, so it will go to the internet and it will check what are the updates available for your machine. Updates meaning, okay, you already installed few packages, okay, just now that the way we did. Okay, but there is an update available for that particular package, so it will show that particular warning here. So either you can install or you can skip that particular warning. Okay, So I press right click mouse, okay, just open the terminal. So this is again the same as your putty or shell command prompt, okay. So again, I mean, this is a GUI kind, okay. So you can see now it is actually created a new. This was not there previously, right? So it will create a folder desktop, because I mean now you have GUI where you have a concept of a desktop, right? So that is why it is showing ls-l. So it created a folder called desktop, okay. So whatever the, if you create any file here, if you create any file here, that you can see in the desktop. ls-l slash. So this will show and yeah, I'm going to stop here, okay, for now. So tomorrow we will see more about the commands, okay, and the permissions of a particular file and folders. So how it applies, how you can change it, how you can change the owner, okay. And more on the commands, okay. Then on the third day we'll see more on a scripting side. So how you can write a script, what are the options available. We'll try out, I mean, 2-3 exercises there, okay. So if required, on fourth day we'll see on advanced commands, okay. So that's what my plan is, okay. So we're going to have about 4 sessions including today, okay. So today we looked at I mean how to get the, I mean it's the basic things. So how to get the how to actually start a Linux machine. I mean, downloading the VMware image and a VMware player. Okay, so both are free. You can actually use on your machine directly. So this was the link. So I already pinged on your in your chart window. So there you can go and you can download it. So I downloaded VMware player as well as CentOS 5.8 32-bit version. Okay, so you also can download. Okay, so this is VMware image is a zip file, so you need to extract anywhere, okay, anywhere on your file system, okay. But you need to open, I mean there are many files in this, okay. You need to open VMX file, okay, which is what VMware virtual machine configuration. So that you need to open it. So as soon as you double click on that, so your VMware player will start this particular machine, okay. So we actually installed two groups. One is a X system, X Windows system, as well as Genome desktop, okay. Genome desktop environment, these two install, so that I got the desktop. But otherwise, yeah, you can actually connect via command prompt. I mean, you can look at um, uh, the IP address of that particular VM instance, and you can connect via putty, okay. So putty also you can download from the internet, okay. So using that particular IP address, I mean you can connect via putty. So that will ask you for the username and password. Give the username, I mean the root and password, whatever you set for it, okay. So that way you can connect. All right. So this is what I want to discuss, okay. So to shut down your VM, okay, so press init 0, okay. So it will actually shut down your machine. Okay, so tomorrow we will see the more on the commands, okay. And then the other day we'll look at this shell scripting, okay. So try to get this particular VM on your machine. So let me give you the link again. So this is the link where I actually downloaded the CentOS. Okay, so you can download the VMware image as well as the VMware player, and you can extract and start. Okay, we will see, I mean, if you have any issues with the images tomorrow. Okay. Okay, thank you all.